Smart rings have grown in popularity over the past few years, with players like Aura, UltraHuman, and Ringcon being the biggest contenders in this space. But there are a couple new challengers with really deep pockets entering the ring. Let's talk about it. Alright, now Apple and Samsung are planning on releasing their own respective smart rings to add to their ecosystem of products. Samsung is rumored to be releasing their product by the end of this year even, and Apple is reportedly speeding up development on their Apple smart ring. Now, like the Apple Watch, the Apple Ring could of course track your heart rate, your activity, your sleep, your respiratory rate, using that information to give users, sleep insights and health recommendations, which we've really already seen, to be honest with you. But the more intriguing capability would be using your smart ring as an input device for your iPhone, your Mac, and your iPad. Now, I do have a little bit of skin in the game because I have actually been using the UltraHuman Ring Air for the past several months, and I do believe honestly that there is a market here for Apple to explore and even expand. I've even been using the M1 Live from UltraHuman, which is a tracker that you put in your arm and it tracks your glucose levels, and it's been really interesting to see how my body responds to the types of foods that I eat and when I eat them. Now, this insight into your overall health definitely helps expanding your consciousness when it comes to what you put into your body and how active you are. Of course, we all know what is good and bad for us, but these tools really eliminate the guesswork and show you in charts and graphs how well you're doing and how much you can improve. Now, of course, one question will be, why would Apple make a smart ring when they sell an Apple Watch? Now, I'm an avid Apple Watch user and I have several videos about the Apple Watch Ultra and Ultra 2, but there are a couple reasons a ring is better than the Apple Watch in my opinion. When it comes to a health device for tracking sleep and heart rate and activity and respiratory rate, a small ring has a leg up simply because of its size. Months ago, I mainly wanted to get a smart ring for sleep tracking because the Apple Watch was really just too big and bulky to wear at night, and the battery life is really not up to par. It's better, of course, now with the Apple Watch Ultra and Ultra 2 offering a few days of battery. But if you're using it actually to track sleep, it's really not up to par just yet. Right now, you really don't have the ability to just go to sleep, wake up, and go, without having the anxiety of charging it midday. I've also noticed that I like to have the ability to, still track my health and activity without even having to have an extra screen attached to my body buzzing and ringing throughout the day. I've gone days without wearing my watch because of this, and it helps when you want to unplug a bit and put your screens down. And then when you're ready to return to the matrix, your ring simply syncs to your phone and you haven't missed a step. The other side of this question is, will the ring cannibalize the Apple Watch? Of course, we won't truly know until the product is introduced to the market, but I honestly doubt it. Although a smart ring has its benefits of long battery life and an unobtrusive design, the Apple Watch is truly an extension of your iPhone, and being able to get information at a glance, make and take phone calls, do mobile payments, and connect to LTE without your phone is something that a smart ring just can't do in its current form. A smartwatch can momentarily replace your phone and wallet, and I don't see a ring doing that or competing with that use case as of now. There have been plenty of times when I left home without my wallet or my phone just to run a quick errand and been just fine with Apple Pay and cell connection on my watch. The biggest question I have is why? Why would Apple make a smart ring? They don't have a track record of simply making new product lines just because someone else is. Of course, the money making potential is there, and of course businesses exist to make money, but I think Apple has an angle that the competition just really can't compete with right now, and that's its ecosystem and, more importantly, Vision Pro. The best way to see what a company is thinking is to look at its patents, and Apple has recently patented smart ring technology. One patent, for example, explains how a smart ring could be used as a control method for a VR headset. Sensors in the ring would gather input from the user, and haptic output could provide feedback in your virtual reality. There's also another patent that explains the use of a smart ring with NFC to have layered input controls with Vision Pro as well. In short, I think Apple will find a way to make a smart ring worth it for Apple users. If you're in the ecosystem, this is just going to be another layer to that, and I could see the Apple Ring, connecting some dots between products. Now, of course, the natural next step in evolution is just to turn into a cyborg, and I recently decided to try that out too. As I mentioned earlier, I decided to give the UltraHuman M1 Live a shot and track my glucose in real time and see how my diet and exercise were affecting my body. And as you'd expect, when you drink a milkshake, your glucose levels spike, and when you exercise, it goes down. But the more useful side of M1 Live are the trends. Getting your metabolic score as high as possible and keeping your glucose variability below 12%. Based on your daily lifestyle activities and body response, your metabolic score increases or decreases. And glucose variability represents the spikes and valleys in your glucose graph. It also represents the quality of fuel and oxidative stress on your body. To sum all that up, the M1 Lite really just teaches you to consume the foods that give your body a stable response and understand when you should be eating based on your body's natural rhythm. Through all of these insights and tips and tricks that they give you in the application, hopefully you can prioritize, quality sleep, reduce your stress, and optimize your overall health. Now, let me tell you guys, I am not a needle guy, and I definitely had my reservations at first, but honestly, the M1 wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. And the needle, it's not a needle sticking in you, it's like a little filament strip that just is in there all the time, but it's something that you're of course always aware of. If you like snag it on something, or when you're changing clothes, or the adhesive rubs against something, it's there. But a pro tip, I actually took off the UltraHuman black sticker, which was like a cover, and that's really what gave me most of the irritation over time when wearing clothes and taking things on and off. I felt the adhesive pull my hairs, but when I took it off, it really kind of disappears into the background. I would really recommend this for people that are super health conscious and want to maximize their diet, and that also really goes both ways. Whether you train heavily and work out a lot, or you're pre-diabetic or diabetic and you need a tool to get the handle on your health. Either way, you're health conscious, and I think this can help you be more health conscious. Being healthy is not cheap with a subscription fee of $250 per month, which includes 2 sensors each month. You can also save $600 if you buy a year's worth at a time, so 26 sensors for $2,400. And this cost honestly isn't because UltraHuman is being money hungry. These Freestyle Libre sensors are not cheap. They're like, I've seen on average about $100 online from third parties, and of course you have to be able to trust who you're getting it from, making sure it's not secondhand and about to expire. So if you want to get a quality sensor, and these Libre sensors, Freestyle Libre 3 sensors, are not cheap. So the lion's share of the money that you're paying for the subscription and everything like that is really going towards the sensor itself. Being that these sensors aren't UltraHuman first-party proprietary, you don't really have to go through them to get them. If you already have them through your insurance, it's a no-brainer for you. In fact, when you set up the sensor, you even have to download the Freestyle Libre app and give UltraHuman app access and permission to sync with it. Overall, in my opinion, it's cool health tech, and if you want to check it out, or if you have the need for something like this, I have links down below in the description with an extra 10% discount on UltraHuman products. Just use code FBF10 at checkout. But I want to leave you guys with a question. What would you like to see from this new smart ring category? Like, what feature would have to be added, or what would it have to be capable of doing for you to go out and spend money on it, get a subscription fee, or anything like that? Let me know down below. It's always interesting talking to you guys. I love being in the comment section and seeing what's going on. But yeah, let me know. Until next time, stay fresh. Peace.